Something extraordinary is happening in Burkina Faso, under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré. A bold and strategic move has been set in motion, one that could change the course of the nation's future. In a world where food security remains a pressing challenge, Burkina Faso is stepping up in a way no one saw coming. With the importation of 1,000 machines, tractors, innovations, specify. The country is gearing up for a large-scale agricultural transformation, aiming to boost productivity, empower local farmers, and break free from the shackles of food dependency. But this isn't just about agriculture. This is about economic sovereignty, national strength, and a vision for a self-sufficient future. Will this be the turning point for Burkina Faso's development? Join us as we dive deep into this groundbreaking initiative, exploring its impact, its potential, and the global reaction to Traoré's revolutionary move, the struggle for survival. For decades, Burkina Faso has faced immense agricultural challenges. Its farmers have tirelessly worked the land with outdated tools, battling droughts, poor soil, and unpredictable weather patterns. Food shortages have plagued communities, leaving many reliant on imports and foreign aid to survive. In all, we manage to eat 2 meals a day. One farmer laments, "Our children often cry because they don't eat enough, but we do our best to find them something to eat." This harsh reality has defined the nation's agricultural sector until now. A dramatic transformation is unfolding, driven not by external donations, but by a bold declaration of self-reliance. Over 1,000 brand new tractors have arrived in Burkina Faso, marking the beginning of a new era, machines built for the land, built for its people, and built for a future of food sovereignty. The arrival of the tractors, a historic moment for much of the world. The arrival of 1,000 tractors might seem like another logistical operation, an ordinary transaction between ports, warehouses, and distribution centers. However, in Burkina Faso, this is history in the making. These tractors signify more than just agricultural tools. They represent a shift in national identity, a movement away from dependency, and a future where Burkina Faso feeds itself. The journey of these tractors began in the bustling ports of Ghana, a crucial gateway for landlocked Burkina Faso. Historically, such imports were marred by delays, bureaucracy, and even economic sabotage from global players who profited from Africa's logistical struggles. But this time was different. Under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the transitional government ensured swift coordination, eliminating unnecessary slowdowns. Tractors rolled efficiently from Ghana's ports to Burkina Faso's roads, and what followed was a spectacle never before seen in the nation. As trucks carrying the gleaming machines entered Burkina Faso, they were met with jubilation. Crowds lined the streets, waving, cheering, and breaking into spontaneous celebrations. Farmers, who had spent their entire lives using rudimentary hand tools, could hardly believe what they were seeing. This was not an empty promise of agricultural development. This was tangible change, the end of an era of dependency. Burkina Faso has long been subjected to a system where foreign aid and externally driven development projects dictated its agricultural progress. While presented as beneficial, these initiatives often maintain dependency rather than fostering true empowerment. The introduction of these tractors, however, tells a different story. Unlike previous agricultural programs dictated by international donors, these machines are not gifts tied to hidden conditions. They are an investment, part of a calculated effort by the Burkina Faso government to reclaim control over its food production. With mechanization, farmers can cultivate larger plots, increase yields, and begin to see farming not as a struggle for survival, but as a sustainable profession, ensuring fair distribution. A key challenge of large-scale agricultural programs is ensuring that the benefits reach those who need them most. Too often, expensive machinery ends up in the hands of a privileged few, benefiting corporate entities or politically connected individuals. But the transitional government under Traoré appears determined to break this cycle. Reports indicate that these tractors are being allocated to local farmers and agricultural cooperatives rather than large private enterprises. Special emphasis is placed on supporting internally displaced farmers, those forced off their land due to instability and conflict, by prioritizing the most vulnerable. The government is not just modernizing agriculture, it is restoring livelihoods and helping communities rebuild their futures. Beyond mechanization, a holistic agricultural vision. While the arrival of tractors is a significant milestone, Burkina Faso's ambitions extend far beyond mechanization. The government recognizes that food sovereignty is about more than just growing crops. It's about controlling the entire agricultural value chain, from production to processing and distribution, for years. Burkina Faso has spent millions importing staple foods like rice and wheat. These funds, instead of enriching foreign markets, are now being redirected toward domestic agricultural expansion. Alongside mechanization, investments are being made in infrastructure, warehouses for storage, irrigation systems for year-round cultivation, and food processing plants to reduce reliance on imported finished goods, training and sustainable farming practices. Modern machinery alone is not enough to revolutionize agriculture. Many farmers in Burkina Faso have relied on traditional methods passed down through generations. While these practices have sustained communities, they often fall short in efficiency. To bridge this gap, agricultural education programs are being introduced to teach farmers how to maximize output using modern techniques, sustainable soil management, and scientific advancements. Moreover, access to high-quality seeds and fertilizers is being prioritized. Without the right resources, even the best tractors are of little use. The government is promoting drought-resistant crops tailored to Burkina Faso's climate, ensuring food security even in the face of unpredictable weather conditions. Addressing water scarcity. Water scarcity has long limited Burkina Faso's agricultural potential. Large portions of arable land remain underutilized due to a lack of irrigation infrastructure. Recognizing this, the government is expanding irrigation networks to support year-round farming. With consistent access to water, farmers will no longer be restricted by seasonal rains, leading to more reliable harvests and a stable food supply. Strengthening local food processing. One of the greatest economic leaks in Burkina Faso's agricultural sector has been the export of raw crops at low prices, only to import processed foods at significantly higher costs. The government is investing in local food processing plants to keep more value within the country. Crops like maize, tomatoes, and rice will now be processed domestically, reducing costs and creating jobs. Empowering farmers as entrepreneurs. For years, farming in Burkina Faso has been seen as a labor-intensive, low-income occupation. Many young people have left rural areas in search of better opportunities in cities or abroad. Under this new agricultural vision, farming is no longer just a means of survival. It is a profession with real economic potential. Financial programs, including low-interest loans and grants, are being introduced to help farmers expand operations, purchase quality inputs, and invest in their futures. Additionally, cooperatives are being established to allow small-scale farmers to pool resources, share equipment, and negotiate better market prices. This collective approach strengthens bargaining power, ensuring fairer compensation for their efforts. Investing in agricultural research and innovation. To sustain long-term agricultural success, Burkina Faso is also investing in research and development. Scientists and agronomists are working on improving soil fertility, combating pests through eco-friendly methods, and increasing crop resilience. Research centers are being established to provide farmers with the latest advancements, ensuring continued progress in food security, building resilience in a changing climate. In addition to its focus on mechanization and infrastructure, Burkina Faso is also confronting the challenges posed by climate change. The nation's agricultural sector has long struggled with unpredictable weather patterns, which have been exacerbated by global climate shifts. While traditional farming methods were often adapted to local climates, the increasing frequency of droughts and irregular rainfall has led to crop failures and food insecurity. To address these issues, Burkina Faso's government is working on developing climate-resilient farming practices. By leveraging advanced climate forecasting technology, farmers will be better equipped to prepare for and adapt to shifting weather conditions. Additionally, the use of drought-resistant seeds and water-efficient irrigation systems will help ensure that crops can survive even in the harshest conditions. Community-based adaptation strategies are also being promoted, where local knowledge and modern techniques are combined to protect farming communities from the adverse effects of climate change. This approach not only strengthens the agricultural sector, but also fosters a sense of ownership among farmers, enabling them to become active participants in the fight against climate-related challenges. The road to regional food leadership. Beyond domestic food security, Burkina Faso has the potential to become a leading agricultural force in West Africa. Many neighboring countries, including Niger, Mali, and Guinea, face similar food shortages. With increased production capacity, Burkina Faso could become a regional supplier, reducing West Africa's dependence on food imports from Europe, Asia, and North America. This shift would not only boost the nation's economy, but also strengthen regional trade ties. As Burkina Faso moves towards self-sufficiency, it positions itself as a leader in agricultural resilience, proving that Africa does not have to rely on external aid to thrive. Empowerment through mechanization. The introduction of 1,000 tractors to Burkina Faso marks a significant milestone in the nation's agricultural development. This shift toward mechanized farming signals a departure from traditional labor-intensive methods, offering farmers new opportunities for productivity and economic growth. With these advanced tools, the country has the potential to increase crop yields, improve food security, and create a more sustainable agricultural sector. It's more than just a technological upgrade. It's a statement of independence and the country's commitment to forging a future where they are no longer dependent on external aid. Expanding access to global markets. As Burkina Faso's agricultural output increases, the country is also exploring new opportunities for export. While food security remains a top priority, the government recognizes the importance of expanding access to regional and international markets. By meeting global standards of production and quality, Burkina Faso could tap into lucrative markets, especially in Europe and the Middle East, where demand for organic, sustainable, and climate-resilient agricultural products is on the rise. With this in mind, the government is investing in transportation networks and trade infrastructure to facilitate the movement of goods from rural farms to international ports. Improved access to markets will not only drive economic growth, but also create new opportunities for smallholder farmers to diversify their income streams and become key players in global agricultural trade. A vision of agricultural self-sufficiency. Burkina Faso's agricultural transformation is not solely defined by the arrival of 1,000 tractors or other infrastructural developments. It embodies a shift in national mindset, one that recognizes the potential to rise above adversity and carve out a path towards self-sufficiency. This transformation goes beyond technology and investment. It is a movement grounded in the belief that the nation's future can be built from the soil beneath its feet. The journey may be long, but Burkina Faso's focus on innovation, resilience, and collective effort positions it for a prosperous, sustainable future, driven by its own resources and people. Burkina Faso is standing at the edge of a new dawn. With 1,000 machines, tractors, innovations now in place, the landscape of the nation's agriculture is set to change forever. Farmers who once struggled with outdated tools now have access to modern technology that could revolutionize food production, create jobs, and strengthen the country's economy. But as history has shown, grand plans often come with challenges. Will this initiative withstand the test of time? Can Traoré's vision for an agricultural powerhouse become a reality? Or will external forces attempt to derail progress? One thing is certain, Burkina Faso has made a bold statement to the world. Now, all eyes are watching. What do you think? Will this move truly transform the nation? Or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth coverage of Africa's unfolding future.